My name's Johnny L, and I teach relationship and emotional intelligence. And this is a video on the 3 phases of a love relationship and the challenges that go with them. All right, so every relationship has at least 3 phases, and the first we all know as the honeymoon phase. The honeymoon phase is one we all love. It is just great. You know, we meet someone, we feel really bonded with them, we feel like we've found true love. We want to spend all our time together with them. When we're at work, we're kind of not working as hard. We're thinking of getting together with our mate. We feel whole and complete and bonded. We can hardly wait to tear each other's clothes off. We like to spend a lot of time together. Doesn't matter. In bed, going for walks, whatever. It all just feels so right and so good. That is the honeymoon phase. And it's the first phase of a love relationship. It's a great phase. Oceanic love. You just feel, wow, complete and whole and connected with your mate. So it's a very nice thing. However, the thing is, the honeymoon phase will end. It's going to end for everyone, not just you. So usually the honeymoon phase will last 3 months to 6 months, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. Depends on whatever, but the honeymoon phase will not last. Once the honeymoon phase ends, it shifts into what can be called the separation phase, or the me-us phase. This is an important phase in a relationship, and a lot of challenges come with it. In the separation phase, the me-us phase, you have to kind of start to get on with your life again. You don't want to spend all your time in bed or just idling about together. You start to want to follow your own passions. You want to work on your own goals, maybe spend some time alone. And you need to figure out how to do all of that while being in the relationship. So it's a focus on me and on us. So it's a very healthy thing. And in this phase, what you're looking at is quality of time together, not so much quantity of time. In the honeymoon phase, quantity of time was very important. How much time could you spend together, hanging out, making love, just being close. In the separation phase, it shifts some so that there's more balance. You can go to work and focus really hard on your work, on getting ahead, on getting a promotion, on starting a business, on getting your degree, on doing whatever. So the separation phase is really important so that you can go out and live your life and not just cling to each other and laze about, right? You want to actually get on with your life inside of the relationship, but not just clinging together. The honeymoon phase is very merged. Separation phase, you're less merged. So this is a good thing. This is how you accomplish and move forward in life and raise children and do all that kind of stuff. In the separation or me-us phase, you need to be able to be an individual, focus on your own goals, your own passions, and your own ambitions. And then you bring the results and challenges of all that to your relationship. Rather than clinging together and trying to get all of your joy and satisfaction from your mate. Listen, relationships aren't designed to provide all your joy and satisfaction in life. It doesn't work that way. Only in the honeymoon phase, which biologically will end. So that is the second phase. Now here is the big challenge that goes with the honeymoon phase moving into the separation me-us phase. And that is that people compare the me-us phase to the honeymoon phase and they go, oh my gosh, we don't feel as close. I don't feel as loved. They don't seem to be as focused on me as they used to be. And that creates a lot of problems. People start to make up like, oh my gosh, he's falling out of love with me. Or I must not be okay. Or I'm falling out of love with him or her. That's not the case. It's just a shift in phases of the relationship. You don't need to worry. You don't need to find another mate. You don't need to give up on your relationship. You just need to begin to accept the changes that are happening and be able to talk about them. At some point, you can move into the companionship phase. And that's the third phase of a love relationship. In the companionship phase, it is like, can you live together long term? Can you be comfortable with each other's lives and how they fit together? Or are you uncomfortable with that? So, for some, there will be silence in relationship. Actually, for everyone, there will be silence in relationship long term. But if you make it mean that it's uncomfortable and that there's something wrong, or it feels like it's uncomfortable, there's something wrong, then you still have to work it out. If you can have comfortable silences, if you can appreciate the strengths and weaknesses of your mate, if you're not always trying to change them, if you can enjoy each other's company when you are together, and when you are apart, the fact that they have your back, that's good. And that allows you to have long-term love and intimacy in your life. You won't have maybe as much passion as the honeymoon phase, but it's okay. You'll have passion from time to time, and you'll have a lot of comfort, intimacy, and closeness, and feel a lot of support, and that is something really worth achieving. Mature love and intimacy is a really rewarding thing. Okay, so let's review the 3 phases of a love relationship. The first phase is the honeymoon phase. Hot, loving, passionate, you're merged, you want to spend all your time together, you think about each other a lot. Maybe it lasts 6 months or so. Then the second phase is the separation or me-us phase. In this phase, you tend to develop some healthy distance. You need to get on with your own goals. You want to spend some of your time doing your own things, not every minute with your mate. This phase can last a year to 5 years or so, depending. And the third phase is the long-term companionship phase. If you make it through the first 2, then it is about, do you have a comfortable companionship? Can you appreciate the silences, or are you trying to fill the silences with noise, or are they uncomfortable? Do you accept and appreciate your mate, or are you still always trying to change them? So these are the 3 phases of a love relationship. For more on relationship intelligence, you can go to forrelationshipadvicehelp.com. At that site, you can get a free course on relationship intelligence. Definitely worth checking out. Thanks very much.